Oh, I looked away at a fish behind me biting. Oh my gosh, blowing it. They ain't really. There, I got that one. Morning, y'all. Sitting here catching fish on this Zara spook and on a buzz bait. And I'm missing bites like you do on top waters and any other lure. You miss bites. You don't get them all first time. So we're going to talk about follow-ups because there's some interesting things that people need to know how to follow up a missed strike. This is DW Verts with Hickbilly Outdoors. We'll be back in a minute. We're going to talk about this. Maybe catch a big old bass. Oh, crap. Oh, man. Talk about not paying no attention. Wow. That one got me. Oh. I'm going to try throwing back at him one more time. That didn't work. I'll pick up my little soft plastic jerk bait. And apparently they're not going to bite again. There he come up and got it. Little fish. He did come up and get it finally. And I saw it happen, which is always good. Just a little one, but that's how you follow up on a topwater bite. Sometimes. Oh, that's a good one there, I think. Now, I don't think he felt that. I'm going to throw back in there. He may have felt it. Nope. Come after it again. Still coming after it. Look at that. Look at that. There, he got it. Due diligence. Don't give up on them. Better fish yet. He can't do much with a mouthful of spook, though, you notice? So, yeah, they're biting good enough that you can make them bite again. Either follow up or... He knocked it out of the water the first time. I should never have jerked. But boy, when they knock it out of the water, it's hard not to put a yank on them. It's a timing thing you got to get used to. You got to be catching more fish than I've been catching on a spook. Topwater fishing takes practice and timing. You got to catch a few fish to get used to it, and it hadn't happened yet for me this fall, hardly this year. So that was cool. Oh, wow, that was a better fish, I think. Boy, he sure didn't get it. I sure didn't get him either. Back same spot, do it again. Maybe he'll do that again. Yeah, he did. I don't know if it's a better fish or not. It's another good fish. Up there in a foot of water, they just boil so big and so nasty. Cool. Just another keeper size. Got himself all tangled up. Look at that. Okay, let's talk a little bit about follow-ups, because I've followed up now 3 fish in a row. Follow up with the same bait's always a good idea. Follow up with a different kind of bait sometimes is a better idea. It takes practice to figure that out, and every day's different. Wow, there's another one there. Look at that. At least he got it first time. So, my point is this. You've got to follow up. Now, here's the deal. A topwater fish that you see bite, obviously, okay, I saw him, and you know exactly what to do. You follow up. Not hard. But I see people that miss a bite on a spinner bait or a crankbait or a plastic worm or a jig, and they don't follow up. Say you're throwing deep diving crankbait off a point. The fish loads up on you and comes off right away. How many times in my life I've seen a guy make the next cast somewhere else? What the heck? You know there's a fish there, why won't you throw right back? And I've seen that so many times. Now with a topwater, oh golly, that's a, oh, wow. Wow, I got to quit talking and concentrate here. I'm awful close to that fish. I don't know how big that fish was. Wow, they are here on this point. Oops. So I just got so close to that fish. That's always a problem. Not he saw me, whatever. Dadgum. I'm gonna back off and come back at him again. So you always follow up. If you get a bite or you think you had a bite, try to throw back the exact same spot. It's not hard to do. It's not rocket science. It is important to do it quickly. That fish was in the mood at that second, okay, to eat. He may change his mind. He may change his mind before you get another cast into him, but you need to take advantage of the fact that fish is ready to open his mouth and inhale a bait. You need to get back out on him quick. Now, if you're more comfortable in putting a jig or a plastic worm or whatever, do it. I think he'd bite again. I can't believe I didn't let him get it better than that. Ah, terrible throw. I think he'd do that again. Wow, I can't believe he ain't getting, that's a big old fish too. Got him. Cool. I got him. Well, I screwed him up twice in the frog and got him on the jig. But I see it, I don't know how many times in my life, guiding and in tournaments. I've seen the guy in the boat with me, just fishing for fun anyway. Guy misses a bite, and the next fiddles with the bait, messes with the lure, scratches his butt, takes a chaw tobacco, whatever, and then doesn't throw back the same spot. I don't get it. The biggest secret to catching bass or any fish is knowing where they're at. You got fish gave away his location, whether it's on a top water, there's another one there in the pads, on a top water or whatever, he gave it away. Okay, you own that fish for a few seconds, you just got to make it happen again. And of course the trick is like that, not to miss them the first time. Again, a lot of time on my top water. It's still a little early for good top water fishing as far as weather-wise. So, hope it's making some sense to y'all. Follow-ups are huge in bass fishing. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That there was a toad sucker. And I didn't get her. Oh my gosh, that was a good pass. Oh, maybe it is. I got her that time though. That is a good bass. Head up, crank, head up, get her coming my way. She is stuck in everything she can be stuck in. Oh my gosh. Woo! Never would have believed I got that fish. Never would have believed she'd bite again. That about wore me out, people. That there is a dandy 6.5 pound bass. Woo! She took 2 toads from me. Dirty girl. Back out too. There's a bass right there. They are loaded up through here. Got too close to him. So that's just the way it is. I come down here and started over. I'm gonna obviously a bunch more bass in here than I thought. I really don't know. The wind's blowing them in or whatever. I'm gonna throw it a little further out. The big trick to topwater fishing, well, anything, but topwater that you visually see what's going on, is learn what they want to make them bite good the first time. And sometimes I've never figured it out, not consistent enough. Some days are just better than others. Obviously, about a third today of them are getting it first time. What few I've caught so far. The fact is, most of them are coming back and biting it the second time. I've caught 5 or 6 doing this right through this little short stretch. That last one I think was a bit better fish. It's so hard to say. You want to say they're all big, they make a big old bowl and a big old splash, but he seemed like a little bit better fish. So we're going to go back and try to catch him real quick. But following up, knowing what to do. They liked that bait the first time, so probably most of the time it makes sense to throw it back at them the second time. But I find myself more and more throwing a follow-up bait like a jig or a worm or that soft plastic jerk bait while ago. I followed up that little bass. More often than not, I found that works for me. Of course, the main trick is learn what makes them and hill it all the way down the first time and don't worry about it. I said topwater is such a visual thing. Get that bass to do that again. I think that was a good fish. Hard to tell. They all look big when they boil like that and they blow up on it. And more times over the years than not, I've called it a good fish and it wasn't. And then a few times over the years, I throw it out and had a little split on it, nothing, and ended up being a big bass. So I'm trying different retrieves here. That fish is right there. I know he is. I'm really jerking. I'm trying different things with it. We'll try one more cast. It'll be different yet, and then we'll go back into the slow bait. I think he's a good enough fish to follow up on for sure. Okay, I'm going to do this pretty quick. I don't think I got a hold of him. I think he was just too close to the boat. So I'm going to follow up on him. Instead of throwing that soft jerk bait because the strike didn't happen, I'm going to follow up with a creature bait. Kind of a crawdad looking deal from Lockett's Lures. I've caught some fish on it. I really like the way it looks. See if we can make him bite that. He was right there, so. And I must say, you probably, if you catch 50% of your follow-up fish, you're doing really good. I've done better than that this morning, just this little bit. But if you do 50% over the years, you're doing really good. But you got to try. That fish is give himself away. Out of hundreds or thousands or just an acre of water, do you know where that bass is at that moment? That's magic, guys. Sometimes I fish for days and not know where a bass was. Several years ago, way back, I fished practice for a tournament for 2 days for one bass, one short bass. In 2 days, I would have given a bunch to have some fish bite a topwater even if I couldn't catch them. A swim jig's a real good follow-up bait right here too, but I guess I'm not going to get him. So there you go, guys. That's kind of a little lesson. It kind of worked, kind of didn't. Kind of wasn't too bad, so I'm going to go back to this topwater a little bit and then get serious, get out here in this wind. Folks, I hope y'all got something out of that. I'm Dale Verts. I'm a hickbilly, and sometimes it's pretty cool, and this morning it's a great place to be. God bless y'all. Thanks for watching.